Hey guys, I can't wait to show you this one. Remember last week we talked about how to set up your Facebook timeline, and I showed you how to do that. Now, my very favorite business card company, Moo.com, has come up with an offer of 50 free business cards if you set up your Facebook timeline. And I'm going to show you how to get your 50 free business cards and how much fun it is to put this together and how simple it is. First, just go to your Facebook timeline page, and you must be on this page in order to do this. Look at this picture because this is what's going to show up on your business card. If you want to change the picture, you can do it just by clicking, and it'll let you change the cover of your timeline. You can pick another picture if you want. Then come here where it says About and click on it. When you get to the About portion, come down here to the right-hand side where it says Contact Information, and you see this little tiny icon that looks like a business card. Click on it, and then click on Print Cards. Now you're redirected to the Moo page, and Moo's going to help you put this card together. Now, I'm just going to take a second to tell you about Moo cards. I love Moo. I'm a raving fan of theirs. I use them for my products, and I have never handed a business card to someone that they didn't remark on it. They're just different and cool. You will love Moo business cards if you aren't using them already. So what I'm going to do is look at this Moo business card. It's put together for me. It took that picture, but it will let me drag it and move it around if I want to see how it's going to look on the page. Moo gives you this printed dotted line across here, and what it calls that is the safe area. That means anything outside of that boundary may or may not show up on the final print. They do that just because it's a production issue in putting them together. So what you're going to do is size your picture where you want it to be. For instance, if that was important to me that this blue space show up, I would leave it like this. But it's not, so I'm going to look within that dotted line boundary where I want it to be. I think I like it right about there. I can change my name. Anything with this dotted line on it allows you to make a change on the business card. So we've got Leslie Davis. I want my business name to have a capital in it just because I'm fussy. So I'm going to fix that. I'm okay with it saying Canyon, Texas, and I love my picture of Chester and I here on the side. Now Moo always publishes double-sided cards, so I click here to flip it over and see what it says, and it gives me the option of a quote here, and I love this Cinderella quote. One lost shoe can change your life. Isn't that awesome? But I don't want that on my card, so I'm going to go back and take it out and put in a quote that I want. And if you've known me for any time at all, you know I'm a communication person. I love communication. So I'm going to use a communication quote. The single biggest problem with communication is the illusion that it has taken place. Isn't that a perfect quote? And it's by George Bernard Shaw. I like that. I need to put a quote on this end. And you know, I think I want communication to have a capital C to make it stand out. I might give this a problem. No, I just like the C being capitalized, so I'll make it say that. I like this format. I can change how the words are arranged on it, but I don't want it to look like that. I want it to have this nice little V shape coming across the page. So I'll double check for any misspelling. Looks good to me. Down here I have facebook.com with my address on Facebook. You'll note I do not have a dotted line out here, and that means I can't change anything on that line. Here we have my phone number, and it's kind of in the new futuristic mode with no dashes or dots, and I like dashes in there to kind of break it up. It makes it much easier for me to use if I'm trying to read someone's business card, so I'm going to do it for them. So I've got all the dashes in the right places, and my phone number's right. My email address is right. So I think it looks pretty good. Let me flip it over one more time and just double check it. Yeah, these will be fun to hand out to people. You can make these say whatever you want them to say, so just get in there and get to work. I'm not sure. I don't want that to come down one more line. You can tell how difficult it is to live with an indecisive person by watching me do this. I have to make sure everything is right before I go forward. That looks good to me. So I'm going to click on Next Step. And it says, here's your final checklist. Did you check for spelling mistakes and missing digits? If anything's wrong, then click Edit and it'll take you back. Have you made sure all the details are there you want? And have you flipped the card to check the design on the other side? So I'm just going to flip it again. You know, I'm going to make a change to this. I'm going to edit the design. And right here, instead of telling it I live in Canyon, Texas, because I really don't think that's very important, I'm going to put my web address. And you'll notice I add in a couple of capital letters to make it easier on the eye for someone that's trying to use it to see. So I'm going to flip it over. I like that. I like that. I'm going to go Next Step again. I'm happy. So I need to check the boxes. I checked it. All the details are there I want. And I flip the card. Make sure I don't have any errors. And I'm going to click on Next Step. It'll let me print them if I want to see what it looks like, or email it to myself to look at it in a different way. And of course it's going to try and upsell me something. I'm going to proceed to checkout. It's asking me how I want them mailed, and I want to do it for free. January 23rd is my estimated date to get them. Today is the 7th. So I'm going to say continue. Oh, whoops, I didn't tell it what state I live in. Let's go back and tell it that. It's got my address. I'm going to tell it to use that. Yay, you don't have to pay anything. It's all free. Is that not cool? Continue. And it takes me through all my stuff, which I've already looked at, and I'm just going to say place it. And you know what? In less than 8 minutes, I have 50 free business cards, and they're cool, and they came from Facebook. They have exactly what I want, and they're on their way to me. That's how easy this is to do. So if you want to, go look at the rest of Moo's products. Their web address is us.moo.com. That's their US partnership. And get to looking at some of the cool stuff they offer. I promise you won't be disappointed in anything. So that's how simple it was. We're done. Have a great day.